Hi everyone, welcome to another House of Maharrani conversation session. So I decided that I was going to sit at home and paint because it's snowing outside, or at least it was in the morning, or else my plan was to go to the park and do the video. But you get to sit with me and listen to me as I paint through this conversation. Okay, this morning, or was it last night? Last night or this morning? I saw a post, and the post basically talked about how I need to be unapologetically myself, and that got me thinking to where we have this tendency to be someone or act or do things as per what is acceptable or what we think is accept other people might accept of us. And oftentimes that leads us to obviously move away from ourselves and our hearts. And and being not unapologetically yourself, meaning you're not sorry for who you are and how you think and what you say. And um yeah, I mean, we also have to be kind at times, so let's try to be in a human, um you know as a human. I feel like we have to find a way to understand ourselves and be who we want to be. And that got me to thinking, because I was also doing this painting this morning. I know the video is going to be like, I think the lighting is going to be weird, but this is what I need to sit down and do it. Okay, so I did this. I completed it. The story behind this picture is, obviously, I was trying to make um, I have a peacock feather. I was trying to make that, and then it just turned into this. And as I was completing this painting, I was judging myself, in the sense that I was judging the painting because, like, who, because paintings usually look like nice and like picturesque and whatnot. But anyways, I understand that it's not about the perfection. It's just like you created something, and then I had to remind myself that I created something. It's my creation. It's for me, and that's all that matters, is what you want to put in terms of how you want the painting to be like. And as you're making it, it might turn into something else that you hadn't even thought about. And it's such a good metaphor for life, because oftentimes we're trying to do something, we're trying to make something happen, and life just has its own plans. And as you start moving your hands and as you start taking actions, it just, one thing will lead to another, and then eventually you'll get to a point of like, oh, I started it this way, I thought I was going to do this, and then life happens, and you reach where you reach. I hope that's making sense, but you get my point, you understand me. So yeah, that's where it began. So that's what I saw, from that post. And let me begin this painting. I'm also going to show what I'm doing as I'm having this, as I'm moving from the conversation. My initial thought at the moment um, is to create a skyline, and that in that skyline, the sky is reflecting on the water below. I am trying to think if it should be a lake or if it should be ocean. I have no thought process at the moment, but there's going to be a body of water, and there's going to be some reflection, and yeah, maybe some birds. We shall see. But I have begun the painting, and we'll go from there. Let me show you what it looks like also. This is the beginning of the painting. It's just blue for now. Okay, I'll continue to show you the painting as it moves forward. I am giving myself an hour to sit here and do this. Because what time is it? What time is it, Dan? Really? What time is it? Huh? 1:34. Oh, okay. Great. Perfect. Yeah. So I'm giving myself an hour to do this. So we'll see how far we get with this painting. And that's my time frame for recording the video too. But yeah, it is going to be a very slow video. Really just trying to do what I feel like doing at the moment, and having conversation about how you need to be unapologetically yourself. So when you are, trying to be unapologetically yourself, you are going to find a lot of I'm trying to find the right word. You're going to find a lot of, what's the right word? You're going to find a lot of friction, and the friction is, it's going to be outside for sure, but the friction begins within you. Meaning, the whole idea is that, when you are trying to be this unapologetic self, what it really entails, at least in my experience, is you're no longer doing things because it's acceptable in the circle that you are at, or it's like, oh, I have to do this because everyone else is doing it, or yeah, in that regards, if it makes any sense. And I know, when you're in your 20s, when you're young, you're just trying to figure life out, right? You're trying to figure life out. You are trying to find friends. You're trying to find people that you can gel with and all of that stuff. But as you are learning and going through life and experiencing life, it also comes down to really embracing your true self. And I found that, as I have reflected back and looked back, it's not that I was ever pretending to be something else, but I know that there were a lot of times that I suppressed myself from expressing myself the way I wanted to, because I wanted to, keep the peace at the moment, or just be part of something, part of an experience. And even though, and I think that's where it comes down to, it's like, even though when I didn't like it, and when I wasn't like, oh, my heart is not fully in it, I was still doing it. But again, that, like, this sort of, this reflection, this perspective can only come after you've gone through the experience. So I'm not saying, like, we will make mistakes. I'm sure I will continue to make mistakes as I continue to explore myself and who I want to be, until the end of my time, at least here on the planet, I should say. And that's okay. And also, it's okay to change. It's okay to say, like, I used to like doing this before, now I don't, and that's fine. And that is going to, you're just in a different phase of your life, and you're looking for you're looking for things to be different in this phase of your life. And with that, like I said, there's going to be a lot of friction within yourself at the very beginning, because because you're changing, right? You're changing your mindset, you're changing the way you look at life, you're changing the way you do things, you are just looking at things very, very differently. So therefore there's going to be this friction within you, to where, oh, you're so used to doing a certain thing for such a long time that now it needs to be different. So there is going to be friction, um and that's okay. That is also a very natural process of change and moving through this life. So to give you an example, right? I know I keep bringing this painting, but oh my god, I feel like it looks so nice, the colors. Anyways, so this painting, I mean, I never used to paint. I used to be someone who could never draw inside the lines. I would my even when coloring, my colors would go outside the lines. But I always compared myself. I was like, oh my god, I can't even like draw between, like, color between the lines. So how I used to think that was like so pathetic. But anyways, and then after that, I don't remember ever picking up you know a color pencil to even do anything until I started my journey, and I got into coloring books, because that was something that I needed to tell myself, was like, it's okay if you drew outside of the lines. You can still I love coloring, and then now I'm picking up painting. I've made few paintings, and some, like, few of my art pieces I'm going to show you in a few. But basically, I've done quite a few paintings now, and I never thought that I would do. I don't think so. Like, the 20-year-old me would have thought that, when I'm in my 30s, I'd be like painting on canvases. And again, this art is just for me, and this is my way of creating, and really taking the time to just immerse myself in something where I feel like there's a product, almost like of my thought process, and it comes out. And most of the paintings that I've done, each of the painting have like some meaning behind it that I've given as I'm painting them, which I'm guessing, like, probably is, I don't know. I don't know how the real painters and the artists do these things, but I'm guessing similarly. Holidays are coming, and I'm sure a lot of us are like, I love this. I love winter season. I mean, it's cold, and especially since since we have moved to Colorado, there's a lot more snow experience, which I don't mind at all. I mean, there are days when I find, like, oh, it's winter. Oh man, it's like sad and depressing. There are days, trust me, but it's okay. It's all part of life. I think that's my goal with House of Maharrani. And oh, also, by the way, I am going to be doing these conversation sessions on like Meetup, like Zoom online. So if you're interested, you can definitely fill out the interest form. I'm going to put the link on the description below, and show your interest. If you're interested, then fill out the interest form, and I'm going to send you the link, and basically the topics that we are going to talk about in your email. So sign up if you're interested. And other than that, here we are. I'm still continuing. I'm still working on the skyline, people. Let's see how it goes. Sometimes I also like try to put water, and yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Anyways, I was talking about holiday seasons. I'm excited. I love Christmas time. I love holiday times. It's so everywhere. It's lights and like Christmas music, and it's just like jolly. I feel like it's jolly around this time. Okay, so another thing that also comes to my mind as I am going through this process of change, and trying to really work on connecting with myself and healing myself through changes that are specifically focused on my well-being. And as I've continued on this journey, I have had times when I've talked about it so many times too, which is I've had doubts. I still go through doubts, don't get me wrong, but I have come to realize and accept this process. And yesterday I had this moment where I was reading a book, and the message that I got from it was, it's okay to accept the process as it is going, because you're not going to reach your destination if you're not going to focus on the journey. And the I mean, journey has to start, and the journey has to go through different paths, and the journey has to progress in order for you to get to the point that you're trying to get at. But then, even then, the journey never stops, because you continue on. It's just like every destination that you think is for yourself, or that you want to get at, once you get there, it's just a pit stop. Because you don't just stop there and you sit there, right? You continue on. And there's no, how do you say it, there's no attachment to it anymore. I have no attachment to, I'm doing this because I believe in it from my heart, for it to be my my calling, to where I want to work on implementing changes. That is something I have done professionally as well, and I want to continue to do that professionally as well as personally and socially. So this is my process of um, getting to a point where I've come to realize what my journey needs to be, and that decision is something that I've now taken consciously. And and the intention that I've set for it is something that I have, that I've sat with for at least in the past 4.5 years. My consistent effort has been to be true to myself, and true to what I'm doing, and true to my intention. And I just had this moment yesterday where I felt like, I have to be proud of my journey, and I have to be proud of my process, and truly appreciate it, because I get to at times I get lost in, obviously, again, trying to make it happen. I sometimes get lost in that, and I have to learn to not do so. And it's been a process, and I'm slowly, getting there for sure. It's just a matter of time, you guys. and we shall get there. Okay, I think I'm going to go till here in terms of my skyline. Oh, skyline reminds me. Since I started my journey, which is also another thing, is like the way I notice the sky. I mean, it has changed profoundly. The amount of times that I've missed looking at the sky and the clouds is just insane. I'm like, why did I not look at it before? Because I was just so busy focusing on my life, I guess. But yeah, I take I should say definitely say I take amazing pictures. Or it's just the skyline is amazing. When it comes to like, I take a lot of like cloud pictures and videos. And yeah, if I start a page, I'm pretty sure I have at least like 100 to 150 pictures of clouds. Yeah. Okay. You guys. Okay, it's 25 minutes in, and all I have done is this. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's all right. I have to figure out a way. I think I might need to also make clouds. So I'm going to take the white one and see if I can make clouds. Yeah, be yourself unapologetically, meaning like, do what you like, figure out what you want for your life and go for it. And sometimes it's just going to be where you yourself might feel like, oh, what am I doing, this doesn't make any sense. But focus on the intention. Like when you begin anything, right, you always have an intention, like you have a goal in mind. So remind yourself of that goal and why you are trying to do that, why you are trying to make the change, why are you trying to become different now than how you used to be. There is always a reason, and you have to remind yourself of the reason at times when you are forgetting and are doubting yourself and are in this position of like, oh, this doesn't make any sense. But like, that's fine. It doesn't have to like make sense in what. I think that's also another thing that I have to remind myself is like who does it need to make sense to? As long as it's making sense to you, that's what matters. Because nobody is going to walk on your shoes. Like, it's literally, like, no, like, one, people probably won't fit in your shoes. I mean, even if they do, they only fit in your shoes. They're not having to walk the life with you, your life with you. So taking the time to have this okay, no, taking the time to build the faith in yourself and what you're doing, that will only come through practice. So that's why I continuously in all of my videos, like, that's what I'm consistently asking. Yeah, like, that's the message. Is the consistent message is take the time to really take the time and practice this change that you're trying to bring in your life. And change at the very beginning is difficult, but you will get through it, and you will come to the other side and realize like why it was important for you to do it, why it was important for you to go through this process of change. And changes, yeah, again, it's constant, and and it will require you to embrace this, innate part of you that is within you. I would just like lose sight of my thoughts. But the whole point that I am really trying to make with House of Maharani and everything is like this is my process of healing. And as I'm going through my process of healing, I realize that it's very difficult to explain at times to the people around you who are not going through the process that what this entails. And I found myself at times like just alone and confused, and didn't have like who do I talk to, because it just I don't know, it came to a point where I felt that there is a need for a space for individuals, specifically women, who are going through or who are actively seeking and making changes for their well-being, to come together and start talking about it, so that we can help one another understand. And honestly, again, we're all going to go through this journey in our own way, but then all but there is this there are times when it just becomes so confusing, because you are going through the process of doubt and confusion. So because you're trying to like figure out a way to find answers for yourself. That's what I felt, that there is a need for a space, and my goal is to build that space. And I am trying, that's, hey, I shouldn't say trying, I am doing it. I am definitely doing it, and we will get to where we'll get to. And that's, that will come with time. And finally realized my effort in it, and appreciated my own effort. I think that's what I wanted to get at. And so then that's what happens. Sometimes we tend to get so lost in the results that we don't take the time to appreciate the effort that has gone into any work that you do. And it's because we have this tendency to attach, to any effort that we do. We attach this, it's so result oriented, and it's more like, if it does not give you the result that you thought the result to be, then it's not successful. And we have this distorted vision of success, because we are told what success looks like. But I mean, it's all just up to interpretation. And I think that's definitely something, or somewhere, that I am trying to get at. And hopefully we'll get to a point where I will no longer be attached to the results. But it takes time. Yeah, it takes time, because you are trying to let go of your way of your thinking, and you're changing your mindset. And as I spoke about in the previous video as well, like, it's all about it's mindset growth. My whole goal in life now is to grow, and grow in my own pace, grow in my own space, and just be who I truly want to be from my heart. And that's a consistent question that I ask myself. Yeah, it's something that I think about it on a daily basis. Every day is a day to ask myself, like, what do you want? What do you want? How do you want it? Where do you want to go? How do you want to go there? Like, that's that's pretty much where the whole figuring out is. Okay, I kind of made like a sun here, so we'll see where this goes. The journey, my healing journey to start, my change journey, my mindset journey, I mean, there's so many names that we can call it. It all also started because I was just no longer okay with doing the things that I was, the way I was doing it, and I wanted to make that change, and realizing that it's something I have to take a step on, and I have to do. Yeah, I have to, take the step, and that I have to move forward and take the actions that's needed in order for me to go through this journey. This process became so important, and I, yeah, because see, the thing is that, like, time is passing, at least, in the way that we are experiencing time at the moment. So as we are moving forward, or as time moves forward, it becomes important for you to decide. Again, the choice is really up to you. I mean, if you want to do it, you do it. If you don't want to do it, the time will still pass by. So it's just a matter of asking yourself, like, what is it that you want to do with this opportunity that you have in life, the opportunity of experiencing this life, and making the conscious decision for yourself that what this experience should be for you. And that decision has to come from you, for yourself. It can't be anybody else. Like I said, my goal with this channel is to talk about these topics and talk about my experience, so that it gives you an opportunity to know, that it's, other people are also going through the same process, and hopefully it gives you some encouragement and empowerment to walk on your path. But at the end of the day, it's all individual experiences, and as we make these individual experiences, I also believe that we are connected, and there's going to be, as we make changes individually, there is going to be a collective change that happens eventually. And I think I also hope for that, in some way, because I definitely want to be part of building a world that is more conscious, more loving, and more kind. We humans have the ability to make, like, really, to make conscious decisions. Like, we have the opportunity to use our minds and our hearts, and take the actions, and put in the effort to just generate a different energy. And I think that's just something that we have to, we have to decide to do, individually, and then decide to do, and then that individual chain is going to create a chain of reaction, and then that's how we move forward. It's as I'm painting this lake, that ripple, when you throw a stone in the lake, the ripple that it makes, that it, the chain reaction that happens with that one action is I think is so important. So that's really where I'm at. And you know, my goal is going to be that in some way or the other. We'll see how, where life takes me and how it moves forward as it goes, and we'll see. But yeah. Oh my god. See, yeah, this is what happens. Like, I start judging my painting pretty quickly as I'm painting it. I'm already thinking, what is this? This does not make any sense. This is what I'm looking at. So, but it's going to make sense. It almost looks like a, you know, a deep hole that they usually find in the ocean. So we'll see. It might just be that too. But my goal is to make a lake. And I will try my best to make it look like a lake. But that's what you can do. Oh, there's another analogy, another lesson in it. Is like, that's all, you know, you can do what you can do. And you let the rest come to fruition as it wants to, needs to. I feel like the painting also has its own mind. But really, I think it just depends on what I put in it. Yeah, if you are, you know, still here in this video, I thank you and I appreciate you for being here. Do let me know if there's anything else that I, you know, any other topics that that you would want me to talk about or cover, or anything that's confusing you as you are on this journey of change. And I'll do my best to, you know, put up a video talking about it. It's my baby boo who is trying to sing. What you doing here? What are you?
I'll sing. Okay, I'll sing. I'll rap. I trap.
So yeah, I mean, in a way, I feel like, you know, both me and my partner, like, we both started our journey too. So we are definitely supportive of one another when it comes to, anyone in my life. You do you, you do you, boo, you do you. You want to do something? Go for it.
A little more.
It's being silly. Mom, should I turn the camera around so that I don't know, whoever is watching till now can see you. Baba, look at my painting.
What are you trying to draw?
I'm trying to make a lake, and the lake is going to have reflection.
Okay. Okay. That's the sky.
That's the sky. Can you tell it's a sky?
Oh yeah, I can see the moon right there.
Oh, that's supposed to be the sun.
Hey. Okay.
But sure. Okay. Yeah. But I'm going to make...
Same.
Yeah.
Same sun, yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely very, very supportive. For sure. For sure, for sure. Okay, but yeah, that's all I have for today, for this conversation. You know, I find this just lay low, slow videos, I actually enjoy them, definitely. And yeah, I might not be able to show you or go through the entire painting today, because I am going to make some changes. This is how it looks so far. I'm going to like draw some or paint some, like, you know, trees and bushes and whatnot, and still also kind of do a reflection here. Um, but yeah, that's my goal, and we shall see. You know, initially my thought process was that I was going to make the skyline, kind of make the sea, or maybe I can just, yeah, maybe turn it into a sea, and then yeah, okay, oh, okay, that idea. Okay, it's no longer a lake, you guys. It's going to be the ocean. See? That's another lesson. You sometimes just like, I mean, hey, you know, that's what life is all about. You make it whatever you want to make it. Whatever you want to make it. That's the lesson. You make life based on your interpretation of what it needs to be for you. That's all matters. Others will tell you, hey, you were doing the lake, you gotta stick with the lake. But no, now I know what I want to make. Then I changed it. I'm no longer going to make a lake, I'm going to make it an ocean.
Ocean? Ocean better, yeah.
Let me just conclude the video. Focus on your intention. Your intention is to paint. Paint however you want to paint. You know, don't really go with the, you know, what other people's expectations might be of you. I mean, you know, I'm trying to use paint as a metaphor, but what I'm trying to say is like focus on your intention. Anytime you start a project, anytime you start anything, you know, there needs to be an intention behind it. And because see, the reason why intention is so important is you can continuously think about the intention as you're going through the journey, as you're going through the project, as you're going through whatever work it may be or challenge it may be. And as you remind yourself of this intention, it helps you focus, like bring you back to why you began at the first place. So your intention is always going to be a great reminder if you are you know, having a difficult time as you are moving through your journey in life. And yeah, again, if you want to, I'm going to plug this in again, if you want to fill out the interest form on the description below. Once you do, I am going to send you an invite. You know, it's going to be a Google Meet where in the invite too, I'm also going to send the topic that we're going to talk about. The topics are going to focus on you know, women well-being, so personal, professional, and social. And we're just going to have conversations. The whole idea is to share with one another our experiences and help one another figure out as we are moving through this journey. So if you want to be part of Conscious Conversations or want to have a conversation with me, then you can definitely do that. And with that, yeah, okay, I'm almost done with the ocean, but I don't think so I'm going to finish it. I have to go somewhere now, so that's why I can't finish it. But I will once I finish it. If I finish this before I complete editing this video, then you will see the final view of the painting. Until next time, don't forget, be kind to yourself, love yourself, be compassionate to yourself, and be the Maharani of your life. Rule your life with love and kindness. Let me know if you liked this video. Okay, Until next time, take care. Bye. Also, don't forget conversation sessions starting next month every Wednesday. At least that's my plan for now.